Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to the SketchUp Art Studio. Today I'm going to show you how you can create some type of interior design in the SketchUp, very simple and easy. So before we start this video, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel and let's get to work. First of all, I'm going to change my unit setup in the SketchUp. So I'm going to click on the window option in here and click on the model info. At the model info, I'm going to click on the unit box and turn the format and length from the meter to the centimeter. So I do this job for the triple of these things in here and close it. So now I'm gonna use the rectangle option in here and draw some rectangle with some different dimension, for example 500 to 1000, and press enter. So now I'm gonna use the offset option for the walls. For creating the walls, I'm gonna click on the offset option in here and use the offset with some number about 10 centimeter. After that, I'm gonna press space to exit my action and delete these character in here. So I'm going to select all of these things and move it a little bit in here because these three lines can be confuse you sometimes. So I'm going to use the extrude option in here, press Ctrl on my keyboard, and now I want to extrude these walls about 300 centimeter and the floor is about 20 centimeter and our total height is about 280 centimeter. So I'm going to create some type of window in here. So I'm going to use the tape measure and use some number about 120 and from the downside about 60, and the height of the window is some number about 180 and the width of it is something about 120. So I'm going to use the rectangle option in here again and draw some type of box like that and use the extrude option. How I can create per-boolean in here? So per-boolean is the action in the 3D Studio Max. You can create and empty your walls, very simple and easy, and create your openers and windows. So in the SketchUp, you only need to click on the extrude option in here, click on the face you want to extrude it to the forward or the backward, and you can see that when the option that called on face activated for me, I can left click and the wall will be empty for me. So I'm going to use these lines in here, select them and delete them. So this is the window of this job. So I'm going to click on the walls and windows, right click and convert it to the group. Now I'm going to create my window. For creating the window, I'm going to create some type of simple window with the two openers. For this reason, I'm going to select the rectangle and draw some rectangle half of this window opener and left click. So I'm going to double click on it and convert it to the component and press enter. Now I want to take another copy of it in here. For taking the copy, first of all, you select object that you want. Second, you must click on the move option, press Ctrl, hold one of these endpoints and move it in this place. And now you take the first copy of your job. So I'm going to click on one of them, use the push or pull option and extrude it a little bit, something about 5 centimeter. And I want to create some type of outer and inner frame for it. For this reason, I'm going to use the offset bar in here and draw some offset about 1.8 for the outer frame, and for the inner frame, some type of frame like the 1 centimeter. Alright, it's good. I'm going to use the push or pull option in here and completely make it empty. So I want to extrude back the inner frame a little bit, some number about 2 centimeter, and now it's much better. As you can see, the differences between the group and component completely easy. When you add some type of component in your environment, you can change all of them at the same time and same changes. So I'm going to close the component in here, or I can add the windows for it, but I don't need it right now. So I select these two components in here and move it a little bit to the backward, something like that, and a little bit to the inside, about 3 centimeter. So I'm gonna save this file, but I don't know how. So I'm gonna press Ctrl and S on my keyboard and add some name for it, for example, interior design number 1, and press save. As you can see, the name of the file on the headline completely changed to the interior design number 1 slash SketchUp Pro 2023. So now time for creating the inside. For this reason, first of all, I'm going to create some type of cover for the floor. How I can create it? Very simple and easy. I'm going to draw some rectangle on this floor like that. And I want to delete these face in here. Now we only have the lines in this place. So I'm going to click on the line option in here. Select one of these places, not important. From the downside to the upside, about 12 centimeter. And I want to create some type of profile for my design option. 1.6 first limit, another is a 3.6, and another one is 2 centimeter to the downside, and it's over. So I want to rotate and move these type of profiles completely around my house, but I don't know how. So I'm going to select all of these lines and profiles in here, hold shift on my keyboard, and deselect these profile option in here. So now we only select lines and passes. So I'm going to click on the follow me option in here and click on the profile face. As you can see, very simple. We create these type of covers for the floor, and it's really wonderful. I'm going to triple click on it, click right, and convert it to the group option in here, or you can use it for the head cover. For this reason, you can take another copy. So I'm going to click on the move option, press Ctrl on my keyboard, click on the corner or end point of this object and move it to this place in here. But I want to completely reverse it with this type of version of it. For this reason, on the blue axis, I want to reverse it to the downside. So we have some option that's called flip option. If you use SketchUp 2022 or lower than 2023, you can right click on it and we have some option in here that's called flip option. But in the new update, you only need to select your object, click on the flip option in here, and now you can see we have 3 directions, red, green, and blue. I'm going to reverse it on the blue, so I'm going to click on the blue face and it's over. As you can see, very simple, we create this job in here. And now time for creating the lockers and woodworks. So for this reason, I'm going to use the rectangle box in here again. Some number like that, for example, 40, 60. Alright, it's good. I'm going to click on the extrude option and completely extrude it to the upside in here. So this is the locker for the, for example, living room or bedroom or any type of room you think it can be interactive. So I'm going to partition it and create the units in here. Very simple and easy, but I don't know how. For this reason, first of all, I'm going to select these line in here and take another copy about, for example, 100 centimeter. And for the this place, I'm going to take another copy about 146 or 136 in here. So I can move this line a little bit to the downside about the, for example, 10 centimeter. And now it's much better. So I'm going to click this line, hold Ctrl, this line, and this line. So I'm going to take another copy a little bit, something about 43. And another one like that, 87, another one like this one, 42, and another one like that. And now I want to select these line in here and take another copies in this place and this place. So I create my locker units very simple and easy. For example, this is the doors for the wardrobes or other type of things like that, and this is the decoration of it. So we have some distance from the floor and locker in the architectural jobs. So I'm going to select these lines in here too, like that. Very simple and easy. Press move option, press Ctrl on my keyboard, and take another copy about 9 centimeter in here. I'm going to use the eraser option for deleting these extra lines on my job. Very simple and easy. And everything is good right now. So I'm going to add some type of openers on the floor, but I don't know how. So I'm going to select these lines in here, press move option, press Ctrl on my keyboard, and now copy option activated for us. So I'm going to take some copies of this line about 24 centimeter, and I want to exactly repeat it, but I don't know how. So at the right side and bottom, when you type the number, for example 2, and type X after number and press enter, you can see the result and you have 2 copies of this job in here. And it's completely simple and easy. So we create these type of things in here. So I'm going to click on it and convert it to the group option. Now we only work with the component option in here. So I'm going to use the rectangle option, draw some rectangle in here, double click, convert it to the component and press enter. For another one, I'm going to copy, use the scale option and fit it to this place. Another time, take another copy, use scale option and rescale it to fit what you want. So another time, copy, rescale, and I repeat this job until my job is over. So it's for the headers. For the downside and down doors, I'm gonna create another component. So I'm gonna click on the rectangle option and draw some rectangle like this, double click, convert it to the component and press enter. Another time, I'm gonna take another copy in here, like that one, and another time I'm going to take some copy like this. Very simple and easy. I only repeat this job after and after. We have 3 places in here, so very simple. I'm going to type 3x enter. As you can see, it completely fold in here. This place is empty because I have some job with it, so don't worry about it. Another time I'm going to create the third group of my components. So double click, convert it to the component and press enter. So another time I'm going to take some copies in here, use the rescale job in here, and I think it's really wonderful. Another time like that, and it's really good. So I'm going to type 3x and press enter. It's really good. And for these places in here, another time I'm going to use the new component job in here, component, enter, description and other type of describes in the component is not really important. So only press create and let's get to work. I'm going to press move option, control, copy, and 2x is over for me. So something like that. Very simple, we create this job in here. So till this place of the video, if you like this video, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel for more 3D visualizing tutorials. So I'm gonna click on this face in here and I want to extrude it. As you can see, because it's the component, all of the elements completely change at the same time. So 1.6 is the best number for the lacquer and interior jobs. A little bit distance between these two elements can be really help to make your 3D models much realistic. So I'm gonna take some distances about 0.2 centimeter, actually 2 millimeter, and the result is something like that. As you can see, it completely helps you to create some type of realistic 3D models in here. So I'm going to click on the paint bucket. As you can see, some lines are really like the ink color. So I don't want to do these jobs in here. So I'm going to click on the style bar in here, styles, in model, edit, and I want to reduce your profile from 2 to 1. And now it's much better. I can work very simple and easy in my environment. So I close the style option and default tray. Another time, I'm going to click on that, and from the downside I can make distance a little bit about 0.2 centimeter again. Alright, I'm going to click on these profiles in here and components, extrude them at the same time, extrude them a little bit to make them smaller, something like that, and everything is good. Another time in here, I only repeat these jobs because I use the components and the speed of modeling much faster than the other time. So I'm going to click on the upper component, like these place in here. All of them can be changed at the same time. So I want to create a little bit from the downside, about 0.2, and it's good for me. All right. Everything is done right now, only we have these lockers in here. So I'm gonna extrude them a little bit like that. It takes a little bit time, but it makes your renders and jobs much realistic than the past. So from the downside, a little bit extrusion, about 0.4 can be really help us in the 3D realistic models and CG arts. So I'm gonna move this form in here, and everything is down for me right now. So only this place is empty. So what I want to do with this place, I want to use the repeatable jobs in the architecture. So I'm gonna use the rectangle box in here, something like that. For example, 2, 146. Click on it, convert it to the group option, move it a little bit to this place, and now open the group option, extrude it a little bit, something about, for example, 1.6, something like that. And I'm going to select all of them, use the move option, and take some copies about 2.6. And now I want to have some copies about 8 numbers, so I type 7x and press enter. As you can see, we can generate these type of copy numbers very simple and easy. But it's low number and low value, so I'm going to type 15x and press enter. Now it's much better. So this is the result of the job, very simple and easy. We created in here, and everything is good for us. So for the headline, I'm going to use the line option in here and draw some lines on the border line in here. Very simple, like that. Select all of these lines, use the offset option. Some offset about 2 centimeter can be really good. I'm going to close this spline to convert it to the shape, and I only work with line and extrude, and we don't have any type of confusing options in the SketchUp. So some number about 6 centimeter can be really good, and I'm going to convert it to the group again. As you can see, we create this locker in here, very simple and easy. Alright, time for the creating some type of other things on the floor and wall detail. For this reason, I'm going to click on this wall line in here, use the rectangle job, and draw some rectangle from here to here. Something about 256, and 17, something like this. I'm going to use the offset option to create some type of frame for my job in here. For example, 2.4, and for example, I want to generate some type of mirror in here, but I don't know how. Oh, very simple and easy. I'm gonna use it a little bit to the downside and upward, about 0.8, and another time 0.8. Alright, very simple. We create this mirror in here. For the mirror option and materializing, now I'm gonna start my job. So I'm gonna click on the paint bucket in here. I'm going to use the color named in this place, and for the lockers I'm going to use some mixture of white and gray. For this reason, I'm going to select one of these components in here, come downside and choose different type of grays in here: Gainsborough, silver, light gray, gray, dark gray, dim gray, and other type of colors. I prefer to use some color like the gray, and press Ctrl and add this material to all of my faces around it. For the downsides, I'm going to use the white color, so I use the white smoke color in here, press Ctrl and add this material to all of my materials. How you know you add this material? Very simple. You have white smoke in here, click on the edit and change the color suddenly. As you can see, all of them change and it means that you add colors correctly. So some number about 245 is good. And for the downside, I'm going to use the grays on the upside as the same. So I press Ctrl, add it to my model, and everything is good for us right now. And for these openers in here, I prefer to use white smoke again, and it's really good. But for these panels, what we can do, I'm going to select it, use the little bit dark level of the colors like the crackle, and add it to all of my environment, something like that. Alright, it's much better and it's much realistic. I only want to fix one of these panels, place a little bit to this place. I think it's good. It's good. Alright. Something like that we created in here, very simple and easy, with only few steps in here. So for the headline, I'm going to use the crackle job again, and for the body, crackle again. This is the final result of the job. I can make this crackle a little bit lighter with the RGB panels and controllers. Some code about 80, 80, and 80 is the best value for this color. So I press Ctrl A, Ctrl S, and save all of my job in here. And this is the final result of my job. So I only want to add some type of mirror texture for here, but I don't know how. For this reason, first of all, I'm going to add the crow call for these frames in here. Very simple and easy. And for the mirror option, I want to click on the select, color named, and click on the glass and mirrors. For this reason, you have the mirror number 1 and only I want to click and add it to my environment. But mirrors have some type of textures and sizes. So for this reason, for fixing these problems in your renderings, you can click on the edit option and increase the value of the texture size about 460 centimeter like that. And click on this face, right click, and we have texture option and click on the position. As you can see, you can change your position very simple and easy with these red icon in here. Something like that can be really useful and wonderful. So we add the mirror in here, and you can add some type of vase or flower in this place for make your renders much realistic, but I will talk about it at the next sessions. So if you like this video, guys, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for your watching, thanks for your support, and goodbye.